of God, or the evolutionary level above human, is anything less because it has physical characteristics. It has all characteristics. Everything that you can talk about came from them, including evil, including the design of everything that can lead you to go astray by, if you listen to the wrong sources. You could say that couldn't possibly be true. There is nothing that was not created by the kingdom level above human. And the reason they created everything that there is, including negative options, is so that you could become exactly what you chose to become when you had the opportunity to become it. Now, the only time we have an opportunity to leave the human kingdom and go to the kingdom level above human is when there is a member from that kingdom level, incarnate in human form, taking that body and saying to you, I'll tell you about a kingdom level beyond here, and if you want to go there, then you have to follow me, because I'm the guy who's got the key at the moment. Whatever representative is sent from that kingdom level and comes into the human kingdom, then that's the representative that has that key to that kingdom for that period of time. And it requires that you, if you move into that evolutionary kingdom, that you leave behind everything of human ways, human behavior, human ignorance, human misinformation. Long time ago, long before this civilization began, and I don't know how many subsequent times this occurred, that kingdom level had a representative in a human civilization, and members of a classroom that were in the process of overcoming their human characteristics. Some of those members that began to serve in elementary ways for that kingdom level above human, some of them decided that they didn't want to listen to that representative anymore, that they could do the things they wanted to do, and they weren't sure they wanted to get rid of human ways. And so they began to find fault in the representative that was offering them a way out of the human kingdom. Well, you know the story from there. Fallen angels, Lucifer, Satan, a third of the heavens, following a renegade that decided, this world is not for me. I can be my own God. I don't need that kingdom level. I resent that I cannot be my own individual. I can't lead my own flock. Well, that kingdom level above human let that individual and their following lead their flock. Let them do what they wanted to do, and used it for means that could serve a purpose in the design of the next level progression. And that very evil presence is thick on this planet because it's the end of an age. It's so thick that it would not have you believe a word I say, and have you not accept anything that I tell you, so that you will not be a recipient of the kingdom they left, they got booted out of, and they want no one to go there. They don't think that it is the only kingdom level. They are resentful. They are in opposition to the real kingdom level above human. Don't forget, the kingdom of God, the kingdom of heaven. Now, end of age, end of civilization, is the worst time for presences of that level. I mean, of those of the renegade level, those that were students of that level and went renegade. When you read in historical data that there was also a hell, and there is a hell, and the hell is where those evil forces are, you can imagine that part of that hell is planet Earth. When those evil individuals, or those who chose to go awry, those followers of Lucifer, of Satan, when they went awry, they were then booted out of the kingdom level above human and confined to not only planet Earth, but any other planet with this type of gravity and other environments that could serve as a natural environment for a human level. They need a human civilization. They use bodies from human civilization. They make hybrid bodies because they have to continue to live. Don't forget, they had learned what spirit was. They had learned to separate their mind, their spirit, from a human body, and their identity was not lost if they lost a body. They learned to move out of that body without losing their consciousness, even take another body that was prepared for them and invade that body and take it over, and they could sustain the life of it. And for the most part, as far as they are concerned, they are taking advantage of the plants, the human plants, the creatures of this civilization, using them for their own means. While the kingdom level above human is in close because of our presence, assisting us, and they are in close, those aliens, I call them aliens because one way you could speak of them is space aliens, evil space aliens. They're not really space aliens because they can't go in except a very limited part of space. They're confined to environments where there are mammalian, human equivalent, or human civilizations existing. They feed off of them. They need their bodies. So they're not really broad space aliens, but, the common term is space alien. And I don't mind calling them space aliens. But because certainly the kingdom of God, the kingdom of heaven, the evolutionary level above human, when they're present here, they certainly wouldn't be called aliens because this is their garden. They made it. We are their experiments. We are their creatures. We are their creations. They made us, everything that we are. Now, I've got to go back to the beginning of this tape because I don't want you to listen to my philosophy, my ideology, the knowledge that I have. I want you to be aware that the focus is on the fact that this is the end of the age. At the end of the age, the planet is wiped clean, refurbished, rejuvenated. The mess that the humans have made of it during the civilization that was on it, the mess they've made is cleaned up, it is healed. It's probably done on fast forward. It probably wouldn't take very long to do it by standards of human time. But even if it took 1,000 years to do it, that's a very brief time. We don't know how long it's going to take to do it. We can't estimate that because we're talking two different times anyhow. I mean, I'm trying to relate to you in human time, and yet I am more at home in relating to the time of the next level. But if this planet is about to be recycled, spaded under, refurbished, and the only ones that get to leave it are the ones who want to leave. The only ones who survive the recycling are the ones who want to leave. Have found a guide, someone that can give them the information they need to leave, or give them the information that will eventually lead them to leaving. Now, what I mean by that is that during the time that we're here, and here I am, I'm Doe of T and Doe, of the little religious UFO cult, and yet because that's what the world dubbed us, and yet T, who is my father, who is my older member, who gave me birth in the kingdom of heaven long before this civilization. T was here with me on this particular mission. Now, let me describe this mission for a moment. T left in Earth time, 1985, because T had assisted enough that it was time to turn responsibility over to Doe, and for me then at that time to begin a more serious communication with my older member, and to be dependent upon it and reliant upon it. Now, when T and I were awakening, because we entered this environment to any significant degree in the early 70s. We entered in the early 70s. You're looking at the body I'm wearing, you're saying, you're certainly more than 20-something years old. The body I'm wearing